Welcome back to the channel, guys, and today we're going to be continuing on the box we were making for the Grand National. I was going through my videos and I realized I haven't gave you guys a proper introduction to this car. So we're going to start that introduction today with a nice cold start. Yeah guys, let's go. Car's a little dirty. There it is. Pretty loud, right? What do you guys think? Sounds pretty good, right? I like it. What we're gonna do here is we're gonna move it out of the way so I can start cutting up this wood, and so we won't get the car as dirty as I would as if the car was in the garage still. Because I like to leave my cars in the garage and make a mess and then get them all dirty, and then I gotta wash them and then I complain about it. Alright guys, let's get that wood out and we'll start cutting it. Alright guys, now that we got the car out of the garage, we got the board on the stands, and we have our design plan. So I'm gonna put you guys on the tripod. We're gonna go through a little time lapse, and I'm gonna mark all this out. Once it's all marked out, I will start cutting it. We'll check out the design right now and I'll let you guys see what I'm talking about. Check it out. So it's gonna be a box for 2 10s. It's gonna have 1.5 inch ports on the sides, top corners, round. We're gonna be using PVC pipe for this. Here's the side dimensions. Bottom's gonna be 10 inches. Top's gonna be 12.5. I'll probably do 10 on the bottom, probably push it up to 14 on top. If you look here, this is what I'm talking about. So the sides are going to be covered, so you're not going to see the actual side here, this gap, but this is pretty much like a see-through part just for the drawing. The top part is going to extend over the 4 inches. If I go 14 inches here, the sides are going to extend over the 4 inches. The bottom is going to stay at 10. So you're going to have your top and your 2 sides that are sticking out 4 inches. You're going to have the 4-inch gap here between the subwoofer and the box. And I'm going to put a faceplate on it that you're going to be able to screw on, you know. And that is going to be our wall for our subs. So once the base hits, it's going to bounce off that wall. It's going to find its way out of the bottom. It's going to push out and it's going to bounce to the front of the car. It sounds like it's not going to work, but it's going to work. I've done it before. I've had other boxes like that. So let's get to putting you guys on the stand, start marking this out, and then we'll cut it. Let's go. Alright guys, as you guys saw in the time lapse, I finished cutting the pieces of wood. Now we're going to cut the circles for the subwoofers and the faceplate. Now let's hop on that. Alright guys, so what we're going to do is we're going to mark our center of the board. The board is 44 inches, so half of it, 22, top. Okay, 22. This is 11 1/4, so 5 3/4. 5 3/4. Yeah, 5 3/4. Draw our lines. I'm gonna draw these lines down the center. That way, when you make your holes for your subwoofer, it's actually straight. You won't have a lopsided speakers, one higher than another. Obviously, in this case, it really doesn't matter because you're not gonna see the subwoofers. But still, 22 inches. So now we need to mark our 11 inches for our other center for the subwoofer. 11 inches. Alright, now we got our center of our subwoofer. Here's our circle piece that we need. Alright, we're going to start with making a little hole up top. Now we're going to come over with the sawzall and finish our cut. Alright, now that we have the holes cut, let's test fit these speakers. Okay. That one needs a little bit here. This one needs nothing. That one fit. This one needs a little bit. A little bit. There you go. Alright guys, now that we got the holes cut out, we have run into a dead end. So we're gonna go buy the wood glue and we'll hop on this tomorrow. Alright guys, let's cut to that. Alright guys, it's a couple days later. I went and got the wood glue. I ended up going with everybody's favorite, Gorilla Glue. If it'll hold your hair, it'll hold a speaker box. Alright, let's put you guys on the time lapse and let's start building this box. Alright guys, after I busted my shit and got glue all over my good shirt, I finished the box. Only thing I got left now is I gotta go buy the material to upholster it, and then once it is upholstered, it could go in the car. But before we do that, I'm gonna get silicone and I'm gonna put it all around the inside creases and edges where the boards meet. But everything came out to according to plan. That's how the box is gonna sit. I got the faceplate that goes on this, and then we have the 2-inch PVC and the adapters, so that could fit nice and snug in there. It's gonna go like that. So let's hop on the caulking the inside of this box, and then I'll show you the finished product of that. All right guys, let's go to that now. All right guys, just finished up with the box. I put the silicone in, I put in the ports, and I put the silicone on the ports. Now here is the final product. Remember guys, this is all gonna get upholstered. This still has to get the matching interior upholstery, and it also has that front plate, which is sitting right there next to my recycling bin, right there. And here is the box. It is done. Silicone is in, still a little wet. Doesn't have to be too nice in there. It's gonna be inside the box anyways. There's a port. We got about 1.5 inch gap between the two ports. Well, between the back wall and the port. Silicone's it there. If you notice, it has this 4-inch lip on it. Once again, that's for that wall that I'm gonna put on there. Once you put this wall on here, this is gonna increase your base by a significant amount. I've done it on a couple other boxes and I noticed the difference right away. The base hits harder and it just sounds better, in my opinion. I don't know if anybody else does that with their boxes, but everybody I know doesn't do it. Everybody I know goes and buys their box. I mean, that's the easiest way to do it. But we're gonna put this box to the test pretty soon. We're gonna put it in here, see how it comes out. But that's it for this one, guys. Next episode, we will be finishing up the wiring on the Grand National. After I finish up the wiring on the Grand National, we will be putting the box in. Once that is complete, that is it. And it'll be time to move on to the next project, which is gonna be that car. So, hope you guys like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.